I have been playing Minecraft for probably too long, but I think that's part of the fun of the game as it just there's no end to it. You can do as much as you want forever, really. So, I've been working on this world for let's see 1105 Minecraft days. This is a pure survival world, no glitches, uh no cheats, no anything. So I can't talk today. Just don't mind that, but this is just a world tour that I've been wanting to do, and I'm a little delayed on uploads, so I figured I might as well get this out there because this one's not going to be too difficult to make, and I'm working on a way bigger video that'll be coming out very soon. So while we're over here, we're going to go look at a castle that I started building not too long ago, but I haven't really finished. But this was originally a plan that I had because these mountains were so okay. These mountains were so like perfect for putting a pathway through. I just haven't I've just been working on other things, which you'll see, and I think you'll be a lot more interested in that as well. So, I figured that since this is my world, we'll start at the very first thing that I built, which was heavily inspired by Ethos Lab, which is the cave base here. Cave base is something I started the very first day of this world. Um, I haven't really moved out of it, although I have started a new base, so I figured I might as well give you guys a little look at it. So this is where all the villager breeding happened. Um, this took maybe 3 hours to get all the villagers for these, and about probably an extra 4 hours to get all the enchantments in the game. Every single one. If we step upstairs, we have all the other professions that we still have room to expand if we need more, but right now I think this is fine as it is. We will now, so this is where the nether portal is, just through here. But we will come back to this later because there's not very much in there right now. But it'll be interesting. This is a thing to get ender pearls. We get exactly 16 every single time. And this is my horse. His name's Ancient because no one uses him anymore. But I decided to build him a nice little cage in here because I used him for a while. This is my AFK room for if I ever just need to go somewhere. But I don't really use this much anymore because I have a whole industrial area with my own AFK room. This is the first actual room that I had ever built in this place. Originally it was a storage room, but I built a bigger storage room literally just below this dirt here that we will see in a second. This was a list for all my goals that I had for this base, which I have now completed, although there is some other things that I am interested in doing. For one, expanding this hallway and giving the axolotls a bigger home and breeding them to get a blue axolotl. That is my goal. I just haven't got around to that yet. If we go down here, we're going to go down there in a second, but if we go right through here, you can see my nether storage. Once again, I kind of moved out of this base, so there's just not very much in here anymore. Every single one of those had a reason and a cause. Oh, that's where my buckets went. Well, I made 16 more now. But this was my main crafting area for a little bit. I had furnaces, crafting table, stone cutters, smithing table, brewing. But eventually I moved out of here and once again moved downstairs. Some more on this side. This was just a little extra room that I decided to add. Nothing special. This right here is a room that I made for my beacon, which right now is not here because I had to move it to mine out a big area other places. This is another thing that we're going to continue to extend later on. This is probably full of junk. Yep, sticky pistons. Eventually I want to move a whole bunch of animal farms down here, like chickens and cows. We do already have a cow farm now though, but I feel like it'd be nice to have them all in this hallway. This is where my iron farm connects up to from above, and the whole point of this big opening is so it's kind of a point where you can fly through it a little bit. It kind of works. So we're gonna start by going straight down this way, which is the furnace room, and you can see a nice little window into the cows here. I really like this room. It took me like maybe 5 minutes to make. It's just a good room to just chill out in, I think. Like I usually AFK in here a lot when I'm smelting things. So I didn't really have a plan for this room. I just wanted to make another layer down. If we go through here, you'll see my Hall of Fame, as I like to call it, but I haven't really done very much with it so far. This is the only thing that's kind of special to the world exclusively. This was a banner that I made during the first Christmas I had in this world, which was, so I started this world in July of 2022. So this is just the stuff I've had so far. This was from Christmas of 2022. And yeah, I have taken a lot of breaks from the world, but I eventually came back over time. This is, what is this? I guess just random armor. Oh, actually, no, while we're here. The reason that this is here is this is the worst armor set in the game. They all have cursive binding and cursive vanishing on them. This was the first totem. But this is the enchanting room. This was inspired by a post that I saw on Instagram, I believe. I really liked this little design because the books weren't all exactly where they needed to be, and I just liked the way that it worked out. Right here, this was another place I used furnaces a lot. Kept a lot of crap in here. Yellow terracotta to kind of break up from all the brown, which I think works out really well, and I used it over here as well. This is the brewing area. This was also inspired by a post that I saw on Instagram. I feel like the yellow really stuck out from everything else, and I figured that it would be a good place to keep my brewing area until I move out. This is all my valuables. That's all my elytras, all my extra swords, shovels. Once again, a lot of this stuff is moved out. Just haven't moved all this stuff over to the other base yet. Ender chest. I don't like really use my ender chest that much, mainly just because I just haven't gotten around to sorting it. This is all my bulk storage, so gravel. I used all the sand for glass. Cobble, stone. There should be a thing full of mud in here somewhere. I should probably use eventually. Maybe not. I probably used it all. Over here, this was my like slabs and stairs and all that storage. Don't really use that anymore either. This is one of my favorite parts. When you have this cave used to be lighted up, but I don't remember why, but I got rid of the lights for some reason. But this was the original lava farm. Yeah, we've definitely expanded now. This is my recovery compass if I ever get lost. Some more chests that I used to store all my shulker boxes in. Some greenery to break up. Well, I guess it's all really green, but we're gonna go this way first. This was just a design that I liked. There's no real reason why, but you got some furnaces, some crafting tables hidden back here. Chair, lodestone. A nice look over the village area. And this down here loops back around into the opening of the cave. This is a llama. I gotta name him eventually. He's been here since day one that I built the thing. Hidden lighting behind these, by the way. Since I built the base. Now in here was one of the things that, this is just a hole, but in here was one of my passion projects. I watched a lot of Hermitcraft, and there was one base design that I really liked in particular, which was Iskall and Ethos from season 8, I believe. I decided to recreate one-to-one the farm room. I just haven't gotten around to putting in the farms because I don't have half of these things, but it's still a work in progress, but I really like this room a lot. This is the bedroom that I usually spent a lot of time sleeping in. I planted my cocoa beans in here because I had nowhere else to plant them, but now I do. I just haven't moved them over yet. Let's actually sleep while we're in here. I'd rather do this during the day. So the next area was actually the most recent area added onto this base. I built this literally a couple days ago, and it's probably one of my favorite parts. I've still got to extend it, but this is the mining hole. That's where my beacon went, down there. But if we go up here, this is like the Egyptian area. This is probably one of my favorite parts. So this is something I was working on. I designed this all by myself in creative. This is something that is really interesting that I really like. But this is where I just kind of, I don't really have a plan for this area. Originally, I wanted this to be a secondary bamboo farm because I use a lot of bamboo for smelting and stuff, but then I realized how much bamboo I actually had, and then I just haven't done anything with it yet. But if we go up here, there's my iron farm right there. I'm probably going to extend it eventually. Was my early farms. Every single crop except for beetroot. Nope, there's beetroot right there, never mind. Bamboo. If we go right here, nothing in there. If we go just over here, which I've got to make a path from, just for aesthetic, but This was all my animal farms before I kind of gave up on them. Nah, I just didn't really do anything with them. This building right here, we go into third person. This is my sugarcane farm. Definitely gonna redo this. I do not like that sugarcane farm anymore, but it's something. This, however, was the first bridge that I ever built in this world, which caused me to build that bridge over there and bridge over there. This was something that I just like to have because it really filled up the area a lot compared to everything else. We're gonna go from over here, and we're gonna go down the stairs. This is a greenhouse. I'm pretty sure these 3 buildings here are not original designs. I got them from some YouTube video. This was originally my bee farm, but I moved all the bees. I don't really want them here anymore. But these 3 were all not designed by me. These were from a YouTube video because I had just gotten back into building, and I didn't really want my world looking ugly. So this interior is all me though. I like the interior of this one. This is meant to be like a blacksmith building. Originally, this is kind of what I wanted my whole area to look like, you know, cobblestone and spruce, but eventually I like to break it up and change the colors and make it a bit more vibrant. This was a bakery. I should have a snow golem who lives in here, but he might have died. I haven't checked on... Oh, no, there he is. I hadn't checked on him in a long time. He's just stuck in the corner. Hold on. Honestly forgot he was in here, but he lives in here. I should probably make that more suitable for him. We got on here, I added some market stalls. This was when I realized that I kind of wanted more vibrant colors to break it up a little bit. You can see I started using the wool. Here's a bell. Thought it was a good place for one. And if we go up here, yes, I'll make a path up here eventually. Start with these houses just here. These are all original designs. This is one of my favorites right here. I thought the blue contrasted against the white really well. Same goes with the gray and the birch. None of these buildings, well, most of them aren't furnished, but I didn't really care to have them furnished. This one's furnished on the top, I'm pretty sure. Nope, just got a bed. Well, I just kind of wanted it to look nice from the outside. This is another one of my favorite designs, having a darker bottom and a brighter top, like orange. This was originally going to be a shed. In my test world, these are all have an interior. I just haven't been bothered to actually do it in my survival world since I'm not really over here anymore. If we go this way, you can see the very first house that I ever made in this world. If we go up on the roof here, is this one right here. These ones are furnished. I slept in here for a long time when I was building this village. Right here, this is probably another one of my favorites, the orange and the red. The orange is definitely my favorite pattern to use for housing. 1 copper block, because I was, 2 copper blocks actually. I was very poor. It was early in the game. Copper was like the only thing I had. I built all this with iron tools. Here's some more warped stuff, and this doesn't even have a door. Yeah, it's not good to look at. Let's move on. Right here, another house. Yep. Other one. I actually do like this one. If I had to live in any of the houses, it would definitely be this one just because of size, but that's about it. This was the first ever build I used with mangrove. I thought it was pretty interesting. There's like no interior. Just doors. But that was the first ever thing I built with mangrove. I would probably replace the roof eventually, just because it's like the same color, and I don't really think that works that well. But anyway, let's move over to the town hall area. This is also not my design, this next building we're going to see, but, I mean, I just thought it matched everything else. I don't think it's the same person that built the other ones, but this is something I watched a YouTube video to build. Once again, not furnished, just there for aesthetic. This is my sheep farm that I use more than I use the one in there, or up there. That's where I get all my wool. It's my starter farm. That's where I harvested my spruce trees for a while. Acacia leaves. I think this is practically this area done over here. That stair just leads up to the farms. So I think we could head over to, let's go this way. Stick with the medieval theme first and move into the other themes. So if we go this way here, we have a bridge. Eventually, yes, I will make another path. I just haven't had time. Sorry if I sound a little stuffy. Yeah, I'm not feeling great. Allergies and all that. But this was another bridge I made. I regret doing this 4 blocks long because I can't place sea lanterns anywhere. This is a very scuffed village, but I just built it to fill up this mountainside. I felt like it was very empty. So a whole bunch of just random houses. That was the first house I built on this side. Second one, I wanted to do like more of a weird shape, which I guess kind of worked out. Just random houses, not much. None of these are furnished. They're just here. We do have this little area right here, little bench. Yeah, once again, not much, not very much over here. I can't talk today. This was the second house I built over here. Originally, I wanted this to be like a Christmas kind of village, which is why there's like a spruce tree here, because I thought it looked like a Christmas tree, but I guess it kind of worked out, I suppose. I don't know. Let's head over to this area over here. So this is a city that I started to build. This is for all my industrial things. So in here we have cactus farm. This is the pumpkin and melon farm. Still haven't added a roof onto this because I don't know what I want the roof to look like. I don't want to build something that I don't end up actually liking. But this is full. Okay. I'm just gonna push that off. Okay, well, we'll come back. I'll fix that later. Come right here. This is the kelp farm. Once again, nothing special. This is a design I got from Good Times with Scar. I don't remember if this is an exact design or just a build, like, palette that I got, but this is going to be my dripstone farm. Thought the building matched pretty well. If we go just over this way, actually, we have the well, I guess it's still technically the first biggest, because I haven't finished the new biggest one, but honeycomb galore. Not very much honey bottles, because it doesn't really work that well, but I'm going to fix it eventually, like everything else. Mud bricks, pain to get, but I think it was worth it. Bamboo farm, it just really just keeps going down. I can't even reach the bottom. If we go to this building, it's a flower farm. I can turn it on. I just haven't really fixed it because I ran out of bone meal and I didn't really need any more flowers. This is the storage room. I blocked it off because I usually AFK in here when I want my farms to run. And I didn't want creepers to come in, so I just blocked off the door. But we have storage for all the crops. This is kind of where I do a lot of the smelting now as well, for bricks, which are being used on my mega project right now of this building right here, which we will get to in a second. This is the upgraded lava farm. We are now producing 40 buckets of lava roughly every 5 minutes, I think. But this is one of my favorite buildings. I really like the windows. But moving on, this is the current project being worked on in this world. This is going to be the town hall. Kind of wish I had faced it that way, but it's fine. That's going to be a clock. This is one of my favorite builds that I've done in this world so far. The testing world, it looks much better because it's finished, but this is coming along really fast. I started working on this 2 days ago, and bricks are not easy to get. Now, I have 2 more things in this world that I figured I would show in the world tour here. The first one being the base that I'm currently working on and plan on being my new main base, which is just over here. I wanted to go for kind of a cyberpunk futuristic sort of thing, which I think I kind of accomplished. It's not finished at all. It's nowhere near finished, but you can see my frames drop significantly over here. This is the main storage room. Barrels, not chests. I don't really like chests that much. I think barrels look better. They all have something in them. I don't really know either. This dome took about... So compared to when I built this actual area about 3 months ago. That dome I built about 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, this was also built about 2 months ago, all these sides here. This is a path that I have not finished. That's going to go all the way to the other side of the ocean because I want to start building projects over there as well. Right here, we have what's going to be a castle. It's going to be an homage to my favorite Minecraft series of all time, which I'll let you figure out for yourself because everyone knows what it is, I think. Over here is plans for another city I want to build. I started this forever ago. I just kind of lost interest because I wanted to extend my main base. But ooh, there's a lot of mobs over here. But yeah, that's a bakery. It's not very special, but it's there. So we are now going to head to the Nether where I can show you my farms that I have there, which are kind of basic farms, but I think I worked hard enough on them to be able to show them in a video. So we are going to head over there. Eventually I want to add another portal in other parts of the world just to connect it all together. But as of right now, I have not felt like doing that. Mainly just because I'm lazy. This is Crane. Because he's always climbing. I don't remember why I named him that. That was like a year ago. Okay. Moving into the Nether now. We will spawn on the roof inside of a unfinished Nether hub. Which is right here. This was also inspired off something I can't remember. I'm sorry, but I can't. So if we go up here, we have the gold farm. This was the ENX04 gold farm, I believe. Works really well. In fact, I could probably... I'll do that after. But it works very well. If we go just over here, we have the food farm. That's where I get all my food. I mainly eat pork chops just because it's easier that way. Originally it was used for leather, but I didn't really need it anymore after I got my enchanting table. Alright, let's go back through, and that is honestly about it. I mean, I do have an Enderman farm in the Nether, or not the Nether, but in the end. It's not really worth showing. It's just a normal Enderman farm. But I think I want to end this video on some, like, advice that I've kind of learned from playing this world, which is kind of weird to say, but I think it's one of the better things for me to say, because I don't really know what else. I kind of like having good reasons to have videos on my channel, whether it just be to spread happiness or just make people, I don't know, but I'm just gonna say it. So when I first started this world, I didn't really think I would ever really continue it, but after playing it for a couple months, I realized that you can kind of do whatever you want to as long as you have the reason to want to do it. Like, I think my reason for wanting to start this world was to have something I could express my creativity through and have a reason to want to play the game. Because, you know, I'd always been playing Minecraft. I've been playing it for like 7 years. But I never really had something that I could be proud of in Minecraft. Like, you know, I had good worlds and all, but I kind of wish I had made a world that would kind of go down in my memory, which I think I've definitely completed with this world. And honestly, I know a lot of people would probably think like, oh, this is nothing compared to Hermitcraft, which, yeah, it's not. I don't really care for it to be compared to Hermitcraft. I watch Hermitcraft, I know what they do. It's just, I think if I could pick any world to play on in all of Minecraft, I'd probably pick my own. I made it myself. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this world. That might be taking it a little far, but I think I'm proud of my world. And I think if you really want to invest yourself in a Minecraft world, you just gotta take breaks sometimes. I think that's one of my biggest things, is I just got bored of Minecraft so much, like all the time. And I've taken so many breaks from this world, it's crazy. But I say if you really want to get invested into a Minecraft world, don't just play Minecraft. Play other things. Like, don't, if you just stick to Minecraft specifically, you're not gonna really enjoy playing it all the time. You gotta play other games, play other things that make you happy, play sports, do whatever it is that you want to do. Just don't do Minecraft 24/7. That's my piece of advice. But anyways, I appreciate you watching this video. It's probably a little long, but I think it was worth it. Probably not going to be much editing into this either. I just need to get a video out before my video that's coming in probably about a week. But yeah, thanks for watching. Cook up halfway, Chris, what I spit, I like